to share. Today you're going to share your experience on surrender. We're all waiting to hear your experience. This is Jaya Madam from Melbourne. She is our Triple C teacher. She is involved in Sanghas. She's involved in so many ways on Beyond Your Mind Foundation. Masters, ఈవిడ పేరు జయ. ఈవిడ మెల్బర్న్ లో ఉంటారు. ఈవిడ మన బియాండ్ యువర్ మైండ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో ఎన్ని రకాలుగా సర్వీస్ చేస్తున్నారో, మన క్రిస్టల్ చిల్డ్రన్ కార్నర్ అకాడమీ టీచరు, ఇంగ్లీష్ సంఘాస్ కి ఆవిడ మెయిన్ కోఆర్డినేటరు, ఇంకా ఒకటి కాదు మాస్టర్స్, ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ వే ఆవిడ ఎంతో సర్వీస్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఒక్కసారి మన అందరి వైపు నుంచి ఆవిడకి చప్పట్లు కొడదాము. ఇంత గ్రేట్ మాస్టర్స్ మన ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో ఉంటాం. ఇట్స్ రియలీ అవర్ ఆనర్ టు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ జయ మేడం. టుడే జయ మేడం సరెండర్ గురించి, ఆవిడ సరెండర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ గురించి మనకి షేర్ చేస్తారు. ఎస్ మేడం, గో హెడ్.
Thank you. My sincere pranams to beloved Saroja ma'am and all the masters, and my gratitude to everyone. So just on behalf of BYM family, I'll just take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to every one of you. It's about surrender. Actually, somewhere in January, we were on holiday. So when we were coming back, we just thought to visit one place. There was a lighthouse. So we just walked up and there was a really downfall cliff. Then we just wanted to go down and explore. There were so many beautiful, like eroded, like cave kind of things, which was so beautiful. So we just want to go down and explore a bit down. So we just walked down, like we 2 families we went. And just in the shore of the thing, there was a nice, like a carved thing, which is like a serpent with 5, like heads. So I just wanted to go there and have a photo. So I just told my husband to click a picture when I'm there, but the tide was keep coming and going. So I was just waiting for the tide to move back. Then I was just there, but just in a fraction of a second, the tide came off. So it was like late evening. Normally in Australia, the coastal tides are really with strong current. But there are so many places they put all these dangerous flags and things like that. But that was like it's not like a common place where most of the people go. Like, when we were just going around, sometimes we used to talk to the locals and ask for like different places where we can see more things. So sometimes they suggest a couple of places which is not familiar. So we just try to explore. So because when we go with another family, we don't feel always scared or anything, but it's not like normal before. I'm a bit adventurous, but it's not like after I came to meditation, it's more and more like I would like to explore more the nature. So then I just went there, then stood there, then before he clicked the picture, then the tide came. But that before that we had like 2 surrender sessions. So it was like, keep repeating in my mind, wherever any situation comes, we need to just give a pause and surrender that moment. So that moment, I don't know when the tide came, if it is like me before meditation and like being in this situation, I would have just gone panic and, gone drown in the water. But that moment when the tide came, I know it was so strong, but I was grounded. So I didn't even believe how I did it. So that moment I just surrendered to the ocean. I said, I love you, ocean. That is the first thing it came into my mind when that water touches me. And it just came up to my chest level. And then my feet were grounded. So I felt I'm safe, but I know the ocean won't do any harm, because nowadays, wherever I visit, wherever I walk in the rain, first, every single nature, I always, say, I love you. I love this moment. And I'm so grateful for this thing. Everywhere I go in the snow, I always appreciate the nature. Before, I never ever appreciate, I know it's so much beautiful. Australia is so much beautiful. We now every week we make it a point to go into nature. So beaches, sunset, sunrise, everything I enjoy. So this moment, I don't know how I did feel that way. So I immediately said, I love ocean. I surrendered to that moment. Then I felt I'm grounded, so I'm safe. Then I came off. I didn't even wait for the picture. Then my husband, he was on the shore, and they were all panicked when they saw me in that situation. They came running. I said, because I stood for the purpose, I wanted the picture. Then after that, I took the picture after the tide went away. Then I came up, there were a couple who was stood up in the cliff. They came down and told us, this particular place that its current is really strong. Actually, there were people who've been drowned. There was a pier. So actually one people, they were just taking a picture sometimes back and they dropped the phone. Then they came to pick the phone. So in that time, that tide came and that person washed away. So he came running down and he just told us, you are lucky, you got saved, but this is really a dangerous place. So that moment, I just can't, imagine. Actually, I've shared with this with Saroja ma'am personally when I met her. So that is, I felt like, after we had that two surrender session, maybe it just happened to me like naturally, it spontaneously, it just came to me. I didn't even think of anything. It just happened to me. So maybe, the way we are practicing and the meditation had taught me so many things.
Yes.
And moreover, there's another thing that happened. That's also, again, I need to give my gratitude to the ma'am only. Just few weeks ago, 6 weeks nearly ago, I was just walking upstairs to this room. To my husband was on a meeting. So my boys came from school. I always feed them when they get back to school. I just put the rice and curry, mixed everything. I was holding the plate like this and walked upstairs and asked him to come down for lunch. Then I walked back. Then like after third step, I just slipped and had a fall. Like nearly 9th step, I fell down. But I was just holding the plate like this, like how Hanuman hold the Sanjeev thing. But I don't know, I just fell on my back. But somewhat I held the rails, but I just fell. But this plate didn't fall at all. There's not even a single drop of food on the floor. I felt like someone held me. Then immediately I landed to the last step. I just put my hands together and I asked for forgiveness. I don't know why did it happen. So I remember that moment Saroja ma'am said when she had a fall from the staircase, she asked for forgiveness. Then I did that. I didn't feel any pain or anything. I just got off, walked to the hall. Then I fed my boys. Then I did everything. I went shopping after that, everything. I didn't feel any pain or anything. So I did everything. Then the night time after I finished all the chores, then I came up to bed and then I did meditation, everything. Then I felt I couldn't move my right leg. Then I felt it was a swollen foot. Then on my back of heel, where the angle, I felt there is a really bad hit there. But that moment around, it was 9:45, friend of mine, she just rang me for some reason. And my family was down. That was a Friday night. It was a movie night for us because I thought I need a rest. I came upstairs. So then I couldn't even go down. So then when she called, I just shared like this. Then she said she had a fall before. Then she gave some home remedy. Then I ring my husband to tell to make all that thing. And it's like we do like a, cloth. She asked me to do some turmeric and stuff like that to warm it and put it on the thing. Then they didn't realize because I was doing everything. When I went up, when I said I'm in pain, they couldn't realize because I could not even move my leg down. Then at last they brought it up. Then I just put that thing and fell asleep. In the morning, I do not know what magic it happened, everything just gone, like vanished like anything. So first 3 days, I was just a little bit in pain, but I was able to walk, I was walking up and down, everything. I just rested. Normally I do go for walk, but I rested those 3 days. After that, everything was vanished. So then that moment, then I really thankful to Saroja ma'am. I just remembered last time she shared when she had a fall, how she asked for forgiveness and she got healed by herself without anything. So these days, whatever pain, every day is challenging, but it's very easy for me to move on with the positive, affirmations and things like this, which is really helping. And, every day being in the sanghas and like satsang and all these things, it's really helped me. And that too, that moment, sometimes we don't even need to think, it just happen. Yes. Because when we are really sincere and we really practice it purposefully, I think it just fall in place by itself. So it is such a great thing. I'm just learning from ma'ams and mom's presence with me, and I'm just connected very shortly with ma'am. And I do not know that is my destiny. I'm in Melbourne. So I shared with ma'am because I felt really bad when I moved to Melbourne without anyone in Melbourne. But this is destined to meet ma'am. Only I'm here. So all my gratitude to ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now we are all a family, Jaya. We don't miss anyone. We got the whole family. మాస్టర్స్ ఎంత అద్భుతంగా ఉందంటే మేడం ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ సమర్పణతో ఎన్ని వచ్చినాయో ఆవిడ జీవితంలో ఎన్ని కొత్త విషయాలు నేర్చుకుందో. మొన్న సముద్రం దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళింది. మా ఆస్ట్రేలియాలో సముద్రం కొన్ని చోట్ల అసలు చాలా రఫ్ గా ఉంటుంది, వాళ్ళు ఫ్లాగ్స్ పెడతారు. అలాంటి చోట వెళ్ళింది, ఒక పెద్ద వేవ్ వచ్చిందిట, టైడ్స్ చాలా స్ట్రాంగ్ ఉంటాయి సాయంత్రం పూట. అలాంటి చోట ఇంకొకళ్ళు సముద్రంలోకి లాక్కెళ్ళిపోయిందిట ఉప్పెన్లాగా వచ్చి. అలాంటి చోట ఆవిడ అంత పెద్ద టైడ్ వస్తే ఆ సముద్రానికి సమర్పణ చేసుకుందట. నువ్వంటే నాకు చాలా ప్రేమ, నువ్వే చూసుకో అని. ఆవిడ చెప్తోంది, నాకేమీ కాలేదు, అక్కడే ఉండిపోయాను మేడం, నాకు ఇంత భయం కూడా వేయలేదు. ఆ సమర్పణ నేర్చుకున్నాను కాబట్టే నేను అది నా జీవితంలో అది అన్వయించుకోగలిగాను. తర్వాత ఆవిడ మెట్ల మీద నుంచి పడిపోతే ఆ సమయంలో కూడా క్షమాపణ అడిగిందిట. నేను ఎవరికైనా ఏవైనా తప్పు చేస్తుంటే క్షమాపణ అడుగుతున్నాను అని. ఆవిడ అదే అంటోంది, నా జీవితం ఎంత మారిందో ఈ మన బియాండ్ యువర్ మైండ్ ఫౌండేషన్ మాస్టర్స్ తో ఉన్న సజ్జన సత్సంగంలో ఎందరి జీవితాలు మారుతున్నాయి మాస్టర్స్. ఇది మాస్టర్స్ అంటే. చక్కగా అందరి దగ్గర నేర్చుకొని వాళ్ళ విజ్డమ్ నలుగురితో పంచి పెట్టడం, అదే మాస్టర్స్. మనకు అంతకంటే ఏం అక్కర్లేదు కదా, మనం ఏం కోరం, ఏం ఆశించాం కూడా. చక్కగా మన ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ షేర్ చేసుకొని అవతల వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ తో లెర్న్ చేసుకోవటం. Jaya madam, on behalf of Beyond Your Mind Foundation, we all bow down to you for sharing this wonderful experience. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, madam. Thank you.